Here's why I stopped selling options on leveraged ETFs like SQQQ and TQQQ. Yo, what's going on, premium chasers? I hope you're having an absolutely God-blessed day. If you enjoy this sort of content, make sure that like and that subscribe button down below. It helps this channel grow more than you know. And if you just drop a comment down below, I'll send you over this completely free ebook that I put together for today's video, talking about these leverage ETF products and why I stopped trading them and why I believe they are a trap for retail investors. Okay, so let's go over the shoulder because I want to make sure that everybody is brought up to speed here, because I'm going to assume maybe you don't really understand what a leverage ETF product is. So we'll go over that quickly and then go over into some examples. Okay, so first and foremost, what is TQQQ? Now, you can replace TQQQ with SQQQ or any other leveraged ETF, triple, double leverage ETF products. We're just going to use TQQQ as our example because it is, I would say, one of the most popular traded leverage ETF products by the day traders out there that actually think they can beat the market, which is absolutely insane. But with that said, what does it mean, right? It's a 3 times leverage ETF that tracks the QQQ. So you'll see this with like an MSTR or individual stocks that they have, leveraged ETF products. You could pretty much find it for any stock out there for the most part. But what does 3 leveraged actually mean? So for example, if QQQQ goes up 1%, TQQ goes up 3%. Okay, I'm only going to say the Q's once at this point, so just to save my sanity here. So if Q goes down 1%, TQ goes down 3%. Okay, we all on the same page? Now, here's the thing. I'm going to go over it because that part I think a lot of people understand, but they don't understand like, hey, these leverage ETFs actually reset daily. They don't actually understand what that means, right? Like they don't get how the math actually works out. And that's what I'm going to show you guys why I believe like selling options on this crap is honestly so ridiculous. I used to do, I'm not going to say I didn't, but that one time you're going to get burned, you're going to be burned and you're going to waste a whole years of premium. That's for sure, trying to recover, right? So for example, right, Q is trading at 400, for example, right? It goes up 1%. It's trading at 404. TQ, $50 it's trading at. And then if it goes up 3%, it's trading at 51.50. All right. We all on the same page there. And that absolutely obviously sounds fantastic. A lot of newbies are, yeah, triple gains. I'm bullish on QQQ. I'm just going to buy TQQQ, right? But here's the catch, right? The losses also triple, right? So Q goes from 400 to 396 if we're down 1%. TQ, if it's down, it's going to be down 3%, right? Will be 48.50 on that $50. So here's specifically how it works, right? So it's using derivatives, swaps, futures to achieve that 3x daily leverage. Keyword being daily, right? So it resets daily, and you're going to see specifically what that means in the numbers, because I think a lot of people don't understand how that reset actually really screws you. Some of you will argue with me in the comments like, TQQ, SQ have been so great to me. They've been great to me. I love it. You don't know what you're talking about. But sure, you do what you want to do. I'm not a financial advisor, but I can tell you I've been burned a few times and I'm not going back. But with that said, what this creates is volatility decay that you now have to actually account for. So let's talk about what is volatility decay. So this is the part that really hurts retail investors like me and you. They call us dumb money for a reason, right? And I believe these kind of products were created to take dumb money away from us, right? So it resets every single day. That means it doesn't give you 3 times returns over time. That's not the way this works, okay? It does not give you 3 times returns, right? Only 3x on that specific day. And then the following day, it resets all the numbers, right? And I'll show you that in just a moment. So let's talk about an example of this, because I think it's going to hammer home. I don't know about you guys, but this stuff really confused me when I was getting into investing. I was like, what does it mean? Like reset daily? I don't understand this. So I hope this, I'm going to oversimplify the crap out of this. And I think it's going to really make sense to you as we go through this, right? So here's how the math actually works out and will really destroy your account. And then especially when you factor in like selling option on this, right? So let's say you have $10,000 invested in both Q and TQ. Okay. So on day one, let's say QQQ goes up 10%, right? Let's just say Q goes up 10%, just normal QQQ, right? You would have $11,000. Your 10K up 10%, it's $11,000, right? You gained $1,000, right? 10%. Right? Got it? TQ, right, would go up 30%, right? 30% gains, right? Because 10 times 3 is 30, right? So it moved 3x, right? So TQ, your 10K, right, would be 13,000, right? Instead of only 1,000, you're getting 13,000 gains, right? So you gained 3,000, right? That's massive, right? That's a huge, huge jump, right? Amazing, right? So far, obviously, and this is how they sell these kind of products, TQ is looking amazing. Why would you not? You made 3 times the amount of money as compared to just investing in the actual index itself, right? But here's what it looks like on day 2. Let's say the market reverses. And obviously, guys, we see this all the time. I think we see it more often than not, actually, when a stock shoots up 10% in one day, right? Let's say stock shoots up 10% one day. The next day, let's say it's down like 3%, right? Or 1%, right? So for example, like this happens all the time, and it's going to screw you, right? So let's say Q goes down on day 2, right? So day 1, we were up. Day 2, we're down 10%. Your QQQ, right? You're now starting at 11 at open, right? You're starting at $11,000, your account, right? So if it's down 10% on day 2, you're now down to 9,900. Right? You've only essentially lost $100 on your initial $10,000 investment, right? So you lost $1,100, but technically only $100 on your initial investment, right? You following me, right? So, but TQ, let's say TQ goes down 30%, right? 30%, right? Your 13,000, right, is now 9,100. You lost $3,900, okay? So let's kind of look at the final results, because this is going to like make a lot more sense to you. And I think if you do this math for yourself, because it takes a little bit of effort, like to really like for it to finally like hit home, and then you're going to understand like how this really does screw people, right? So final result just after a 2-day period, right? So QQQ, you started with 10K. You ended with 9,900, right? Lost 1%, right? Or $100, like literally 100%, right? So on TQ, right? You started with 10 grand, right? Ended with $9,100. You lost 9%, 9%, not 3 times the 1%. You lost 9% on your money. You lost $900, right? Just in a 2-day span. Okay, in a 2-day span. And this is why I believe this isn't sustainable, especially for option sellers. Now, it's sustainable until it's not, right? Until it's not. But let's talk about this real quick so we can get through it. So let's say QQQ, it went up, right? It went up that 10%, and then it went down 10%, right? Your net result, you were down 1% because how obviously the percentages work, like I showed you. But TQ went up 30%, then down 30%, and your net result is you're down 9%, right? Most people have no idea that's actually what your net result would be. And then they're wondering like, oh my gosh, like I'm screwed, right? TQ lost 9 times more than your QQQ, even though it's supposed to be, 3 times leverage. And that is like the simplest way, guys, I can explain volatility decay to you. And that is not an option seller's best friend at all, right? That works against you. As an option seller, especially like me, I'd rather invest in the actual fund, right? Because I believe if you can't afford the actual fund, then you probably need the money to be able to do it, or do some of the individual stocks in that fund, all right? So again, the more that the market's going to whipsaw up and down, the more TQ bleeds value, even if QQQ ends up flat, all right? And here's the thing, the longer you hold this, the worse it's going to get for you. Just go look at the chart on TQQ, right? Over days, weeks, or months of volatility, TQ slowly is going to lose its value compared to what you'd expect for, 3x return. So for example, if Q is down 30% for the year, TQ is going to be down 80% for the year, right? So you'd expect like a 3, and this is actually from like 2022, like an actual example from 2020, yeah, I think 2020 or 2022 that I pulled this example from, right? So again, you'd expect, like most people would expect, oh no, you'd only have a 3x loss, right? 90% down, but it was only 80%, right? So that's a good thing. Maybe? I don't know, right? No, right? Because during the rallies in between, TQ should have recovered more, right? But volatility decay is going to eat away all of your gains, okay? So here are some rules that I like to follow, right? And I know they're going to be very overly simplistic, but I think they're going to serve you extremely well. And they served me extremely well once I stopped trading like a gambler. I set myself up as a house as the option seller. You guys see me doing this every day. Y'all see me doing this every day, right? You see it on the trade log, right? You see me trading individual stocks, right? And the results that I'm getting. And obviously you guys can get my trade logs. You can get all my calculators and stuff, right? The first link in the description, attend the Ark Options Strategy workshop. And at the end, I give you this. But you could see my first rule, right, is... right? I don't trade. I trade the underlying stock, right? So if you're, instead of trading TQQQ, trade QQQ, right? The non-leveraged ETF version, right? So why you're not dealing with this volatility decay, it is dramatically lower risk. The worst case scenario is you get stuck holding QQQ, right? And trust me, you don't want to, I just showed you, you don't want to get stuck holding TQQQ, right? You do not absolutely want to be stuck holding that, right? And you want to obviously be long-term, guys. We are investors. We are not day traders. You have no shot. I don't care what you say to me. You are better off if you want to actually be a day trader, right? Which I believe this is a product that's built for those day trader degenerates and essentially gamblers, right? You don't have a shot to beat the market. The guy that is sitting on SPY and QQQ and with his Vanguard funds, literally go look up the research. They are beating the 99% of day traders. 99% of day traders are getting beaten by just people that have buy and hold portfolio of Vanguard fund. It's just the reality. Like, I don't care what you say or maybe what your results are in the whole grand scheme of it. Over time, you will lose. You will lose. Okay. And yes, you still collect that decent premium, right? So for us, I'm not a day trader. Look at this, guys. Since the end of June on this public portfolio that I have, I've only traded about 20 times. I've only traded about 20 times, right? And I have had a very decent, decent net return. Obviously, results vary. Not financial advisor. You will lose money listening to me. But for me, I'm focused on income. I'm an income investor, especially when I'm selling options. And then I pair that with my long-term buy and hold stuff because I know in the long term buy and hold will beat out pretty much, anything for the most part. And that's like my retirement and stuff like that, but not to go off course, right? So trade the underlying, right? Number 2, trade individual stocks, right? If you can't afford a QQQ, obviously, that's wraps up a lot of collateral, $60,000, $50,000 to be able to do like a SPY or QQQ, if not more, right? So look at the underlyings, look at the companies that you would actually be happy owning, right? Apple, Microsoft, Nvidia, Nvidia is a little obviously really hot right now, and Google is as well. But honestly, you have to take this into account. When you sell a put, you have essentially agreed to buy a stock. I think some of you don't realize that because you think you're not going to get assigned, and we all, don't want to get assigned, right? But at the end of the day, it's part of the strategy, right? You miss out on a lot of gains by not getting assigned, right? So when people are trading these leverage ETFs, they praying, right? They're praying on their Bibles, right? That please don't let me get assigned, right? Don't let me get assigned because they already know they are toast if they get assigned on some of these leveraged ETF products, especially if it turns against them. They think, like you saw the split that just happened with the QQQs, right? With the leveraged ETF version. Why do you think they do that? Why do you think they make that split happen? Right? So they lower the price so they get the retail investors' money. Keep it coming, right? Keep it coming. Guys, I used to work at a high frequency trading guy as an IT person. You will not beat these people. These are geniuses, quite literally geniuses, right? You can't even have a conversation with these people, right? Like they can't even talk to you because they are so freaking smart. And their mission, and they are multi millionaires driving like a beat up Honda Civic, right? And they are worth 8 figures, 9 figures. They don't care. They don't care. I saw my boss flying every day on a helicopter to work, bro. These people are just mad scientists writing these algorithms to take your damn money, right? And I believe the only way we can beat them, is with selling options because we're paid to be patient and we're essentially long-term investors. When we are option sellers, the way I trade and sell options, I only trade on stuff that I have no problem holding long-term, which I capitalize on appreciation with my covered calls, right? But if you're going to do this on sketchy stuff that you don't believe in because somebody on YouTube told you, you're going to get burned. You will get burned. You might have not had burned, but you will be burned, right? I promise you that. Guys, I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you want this full list, an ebook for yourself, just drop a comment. I'll send it over to you. If you also want all of my trade logs, I update this live for you, and you can obviously clone it for yourself as well. Plus my simple calculators as well. Attend the Ark Options Strategy workshop. That'll be the first one down below in the description of today's video. Guys, remember, sell options, collect premiums, repeat. I'll see y'all tomorrow.
you.